Hello. So, our topic of today, which I always try to do a reading of the topic, is check your surroundings. And what I mean by that is who are you surrounding yourself with? What kind of people are in your life that provoke positivity and change? I see a lot of people every day, and I even had people like this. You have friends, and you tell them about a situation, and they give you the worst advice possible. Like they'll tell you, you have these friends, and they'll say, you tell them a situation that happened. Well, I would have did this, and what they're saying they would have did was negative, or I would have said this, and what they're saying they would have said was negative. You don't need that kind of energy around you when you're trying to change, when you're trying to be a better person and operating within your higher self. You need people that give you positive advice, that help you see another perspective than what you're projecting right now, what you're seeing. You need people in your life to give you solutions, not add to problems. People in your life that help you realize that sometimes it's you. It's not the person that you're talking about. This is really who you are. Those are the kind of friends and people that you need to surround yourself with. People who are elevating in life. People who want something out of life. Because people who want something out of life aren't so quick to try to lose what they already have. These people are focused on goals, they're focused on dreams, they're focused on betterment, they're focused on enlightenment, education, all of these kind of things. And it doesn't, you don't have to be focused on all of these things. Everything doesn't resonate, but you're focusing on a better you, a better life for you. And I don't want you to get stuck in the financial part of it, because the financial part of it is a lot of reason why a lot of people think on a lower level. And let me explain that. When you start meeting people and everything is driven by money, then their whole focus is superficial. Everything is, their whole being is driven by money. There's no balance. And I've met a lot of people like that in my life, in my profession. I have met a lot of different people. And when you meet people that are just driven by money, they have really no boundaries. They have really no, they kind of do what they want because they can. So I'm talking about people that, of course, want a better life for themselves. And a better life could consist of a better house or a better car or a better job, whatever. Those things are okay. But when you meet people that are, you get around these people and you can't trust that if you get up and leave that they're not going to talk about you, or you can't trust that when you're in their presence you're not leaving with some type of gem that they gave you that you could apply to your life to make it better, why are you around them? What are they adding to you? People should add value into your life that you deal with. It should be something about that person that is positive, that brings this, provokes change in you. Like you, and it should be vice versa. You should be doing the same thing. They should know when they come to you, you're going to be positive. You're going to explain to them, hey, this is what this is, and you have to do this in order to do this. But however, you also need to look at you. You're going through this because of you, because of your choices, because of your decisions. They're going to be honest. And they're not going to be brutally honest, because people that are brutally honest, if you ever pay attention to those people, they have traumas inside. They have a lot of trauma because there's no reason. Even if somebody is doing something over and over and over again, if you don't like hearing it, all you have to do is say, well, please don't talk to me until you change it, because I can't keep having this conversation and you're not doing anything to change it. You don't have to belittle them or talk down to them or curse them out or, be condescending. You don't have to do those things. So if it's a urge to do it, are you just like, that's just how I am? That's a problem. If that's just how you are, you need to figure out why. Why are you so angry about another person's life? Now, that doesn't take away if the person is like your child or somebody attached to you where their decisions directly affect you. Okay, you're definitely going to be irritated by that. You're definitely going to be upset if they keep doing stuff that hinder the family. That makes sense. But if this person lives in a total different household than you, if whatever they do doesn't affect you only, except they're going to call you and tell you yet again another bad experience that they went through, you shouldn't be that upset. Even if you love them, you shouldn't be that upset. You know why? Because we're only triggered by things that affect us internally. So if something that somebody else is doing is triggering you, you need to find out why this is a trigger for you. There is something in your life, and it may not be said the same as what they're going through, but there is something in your life that you're upset about. This is why their issues are triggering you so badly. This is why we need to check our surroundings. Who am I surrounded by? Does this person talk about growth and change and peace and positivity and love? Does this person talk about elevation? Does this person talk about how to get ahead, goals, dreams? What are they talking about? Or does this person talk about sex all the time? Does this person complain every time you see them? And just everything is why something won't work, but they haven't tried. Your surroundings play a big part in your elevation as well, because you cannot. My grandmother and mother used to say, you can't sit around a bunch of negative people and stay positive. Eventually, you're going to have to get up and leave, or you're going to become the same. And that's a true statement. Like, there's no way that you could just be the only positive person in the room and remain that way if you don't leave. So your surroundings are important. The people that are around you should be having conversations that provoke thought, that provoke, I want to do so. I think I want to try this, or I think I want to, venture off into this. Or, because every conversation doesn't have to be deep and serious, you should be around people that make you feel good. When you're out and about, think about the people that you surround yourself with. When you're out and about, can you genuinely say that you are with this person, you're having a good time, and they're not provoking any type of stares or negativity towards you guys? And what I mean by that, have you ever been somewhere and you see two people out there laughing and they're talking, but the conversation is negative? They're talking about who they were going to beat up or who they beat up, or just a whole bunch of just negative, low vibration activity, and everybody's staring at them, and they're just looking like, what are they staring at? Have you ever seen that when you're out? When you are on a path of elevation, that kind of stuff shouldn't excite you. That kind of stuff shouldn't make you. You know what I do when I see stuff like that? I ignore the whole interaction altogether because they want to be seen. They want to be noticed. They want an audience. And you standing and staring and look that you're giving them what they want. I ignore people who need attention. I do it on purpose. Especially when you need negative attention. It's okay if you're having a down day and you just need a hug. I'm there. I love giving hugs. I love lifting people up. I love allowing people a space to be vulnerable in with me so I can help them through stuff. I live for that because I live to see people happy. But somebody out behaving badly and I'm laughing and I'm talking about what they're doing, I don't see you. I'm not going to give you the time of day. I don't have it in me to care about your situation, why you need this much attention that you're just out here in public acting a fool. So, we have to get into this space. And I'm only talking to the people that want to be better. So anything I'm saying, if you're negative, you love toxicity, you love to display it, you love it to have it in your life. If you're driven by drama, if that's you, this isn't for you. Just go ahead and click off. But I'm talking about people who want peaceful lives, who want happy lives, who want to surround themselves with people of like mind that like to do the same things that they like to do, that love to build each other up. People that when you go through your toughest times, they're not there to say, I told you so. They're not there to beat you down and make you feel bad about it. They're going to be honest about why you may be going through this because a lot of times some things we go through is our fault. They're going to be honest. But they're not there to beat you down. They're not there to offer extra negative advice. They're just there to help you through it, to build you up and encourage you to get through it, and to help wherever they can, if they can. That's the surrounding we all should be wanting to be around. The moment I am around somebody and I'm talking to them and they're telling me something negative that I should do, or if I tell them a bad situation and they tell me something negative that I should have did in response, I no longer respect that person because you're operating on a low frequency. And that's not where I want to be. I want somebody to tell me, not just be the bigger person, because sometimes being the bigger person is addressing an issue that may cause conflict. But if that conflict leads to a healthy resolve, I'm willing to have that. But to tell me to do something that's going to cause conflict where it's going to escalate, and you know that, and that is your intention when you tell somebody to do something or to say something, you can't have those people around you. They're not good for your soul. They're not good for your spirit. They're not good for your elevation. And simply put, everybody that you are close to now, or maybe you have in your life, aren't meant to be your lifetime soul circle. They aren't meant to be in it. Maybe they were good for when you were operating on the same level, or when you were behaving with the same behaviors that they had. You were in sync and aligned. But now you're escalating. Now you're growing. Now you want to do more. You want to be better. You can't be better with negative people. You can't be better with people. Like, there's something. I just want to address this real quick because I see this. And I don't know. This is just a me thing. I cannot stand when I see women calling each other bitches. oh, that's my big. I hate that. Like, don't even approach me like that. If you can't call me Stacy, don't call me anything because I don't. That's not a term of endearment for me. That's not a positive thing. Yeah, girl. And like I said, if that's what you do and that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about something I don't like. Do not address me like that. But this goes to show the kind of people you surround yourself with. I don't have friends we talk like that. None of my friends, none of us speak like that to each other. But we were all raised with that level of respect that our parents had, that our parents were on. So it's just not in our nature. We just don't do it. It's not cute to us. But you have other people, and that's just what they do, and that's just how they talk, and that's their interaction. That's how they get along. So, like I said, this is not me condemning people that do it. I'm saying I don't like it. It's not for me. It's not. That's not my character. That's not the people I want to surround myself with, where we're talking to each other like that. It's just not. So, you really, really need to check your surrounding. And if everybody you're around acts just like you, or you act just like them, you're good. Continue on. But if you guys aren't on the same page, which means not like as far as growth goes, because everybody grows in their own time and everybody grows different. The progression, is different. But when you are around people that are intentionally trying to grow, those are the best people to be around because those people are always trying to operate within their higher self. So they're always trying to get the best experiences out of life that they can. And they're doing that by the way they're behaving, by the way that they're communicating with people, by the good deeds that they do, by the way that they stop themselves before they react to something that, maybe a couple of years ago would have been a fight. People that are actively working on themselves, I applaud you because we always should be striving to do more. And whether that's an education or whether that's your spirit or whatever it is, to do more, to be better, is always going to triumph in my eyes than to continue to be negative in this already negative, evil, demonic world that we live in. So, when you get a chance, check your surroundings. What are the people doing that's around you? What kind of thought are they provoking in you? What kind of change do they make you want to start the procedure in your own life? Let me know what happens.